about my feelings and I say, ooh, wow, wow. Don't ever find a different subject that you didn't channel in for the channel live. The channel live, the channel live. Live is live. Live like that wire. It's a zit, 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 zit. Be careful there. That's zit, zit, zit. It's like a zit on the street. A zit on the cardboard meat. He says you actually figure that out on your fine feet. This is religious power, religious power, religious power. This is religious power, religious power, religious power. 10, 10 powers ago, I was raising up my hand, saying it loud and clear, religious power. This is put it into my notepad, and that notepad said religious power, and the religious worlds aligned for me. That is really real. Life is a joy. Life is a test. Life is a joy test. If you got a joy rider test, then you got a joy rider test. This is you gotta put your maxes on, maxing and relaxing on. The type of sunglass degree that the UV actually invertedly leaves a message, a glaring message. This is a religious glare, a religious glare, a religious glare. 9. 9 days ago, he says there was nobody near me but the druid friend of mine. Mind math and more papers passed, passed and passed and passed and passed. Newspapers are really real, my cousins. My cousins and my joys. Joy, 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 joy. Next to me is joy, joy, joy. Next to you is joy, joy, joy. Next to who is joy, joy, joy. You're gonna stop the joy or you're gonna produce the joy. It says stop the joy or produce the joy. Make up your mind and start to deploy. This is joy, 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 joy. Evidently, it's a joyful world, a joyful world, a joyful world. If you ever get that joy pants on your chances, and you get your chances on the religious curbs, and you get your religious curbs on the religious maps, and you get that religious maps on religious desks at religious schools, then you got something to grow, go, and every directional pulling in the atmosphere of what we get pulled by is gravity. This is the science of gravity and the math of gravity has a sounding pull, and it pulls and pulls you each and every yard and every clock yard that's living it, and it pulls you to a certain destination. This is a special UV destination that you can't clock anymore. That you can't clock anymore. And even more of this clock is a joy to this clock. And this clock will keep on clocking the clock. And there's something that will always say, and that is save the clock wave. Save the clock wave. WAVED. Waved and I waved and I waved as the POPE presidential status grew into my podulus. And there was a wave, and I waved and I waved and I waved to my own religious power that I left them in those power hours and messages in my notepad. Power hour, power hour, power hour, religious power hour, religious power hour, religious power hour.